Yo, good morning, guys. Let's get to work. Let's see. The Beast, good morning. Apache, what's up, man? Good to see you. Yeah, it's definitely been a while. Yeah, I took a few months off from YouTube. I took a few months off from YouTube. Um, made a couple. I took a few months off from streaming, and then I took a couple months. Well, probably a few months, like 3 months off from making videos. Benny, what's up, man? Yep. Good to see you guys. Glad to see everybody tuning in. Guys, what do you think looks better? Does it look better like this, like my background, or change the lights here? Or does it look better like that? Move this light a little bit. Or does that look better? Whoops. Oh, this Cuban coffee is delicious. Is it a bit dark? You know what? I can fix that a little bit. Like that. I can fix the dark a little bit. Let me just pop out the chat here. How about now? Is that a little better? It looks so crisp on my digital LCD, my little LCD display from my Lumix cam. It looks so crisp, but then when I look over here on the OBS, I don't know, it doesn't look as crisp. So much going on this morning, guys, between trading and life. The big day should be tomorrow. Tomorrow should be the big day with CPI data dropping. Let's get connected here. Let me grab the watch. Let's see if Jonal sent it out already. Yep, there it is. Watch list has been sent out. All right. So let me send a quick tweet out here, let everybody know we're live, ready to rock and roll. And we'll start getting to work. What we'll do is we'll jump into the watch list. We'll go over all that. All right, let me grab the watch list. All right. All right, let's get into the watch list here. And those of you who are not getting the email for the watch list, I'll drop a link here in chat for you. You can sign up for the free watch list. You'll get it every single day. We don't spam you. So there you go. Free watch list. SPY, BWEN. The beast says LOL at that tweet. Guys, I'll put the link to the tweet in a minute. SPY, BWEN, LIPO, Tesla are the ones I have on watch. Let me put the tweet here for you guys if you want to get a chuckle that the beast is talking about. It's funny because this morning Jonal texted me. He's like, "Hey, did you do the watch list already?" Because he wanted to send it out, and I was like, "Yeah, I just sent it to you, but I had a little delay. I had to do a tweet real quick first." So here you go. There's the tweet. You can click that and read it, and then you can follow me there. All right. So SPY, 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 SPY. We already got the SPY. Okay, let's get on to the SPY here. So on the SPY, we'll turn this into a quick daily chart. Go SPY. SPY watching, really just watching this previous high here from Friday. Right? That was Friday. No, Monday. Yeah, that previous high from Monday. And this 395 area, just watching those two levels. That's like 394 and change, 395, that level there. I'll watch that level. I expect it to hold resistance. I don't expect us to break up and over that today. If tomorrow CPI data comes in lighter than expected, I do expect a gap up that could take us right into that level or right just above it. So I'm going to be playing that accordingly. Yesterday was very choppy. I expect today to be extremely similar. I expect today to be very choppy as well. You might get, between the chop, you might get these temporary moves to the upside or the downside. But I'm going to expect today to be choppy, so I'm going to trade accordingly, meaning I'm going to be extremely selective, and I'm going to decrease my risk today. Tomorrow, I'll be looking to put on my regular risk. All right, so that's what I'm looking for on the SPY. On BWN, so on BWN, gargantuan gap up. I mean, look at this thing, guys. It's way up here. Look at this thing where it closed yesterday down here. Look where it's at today, right? On this one, I'd watch this level right here for support. Oh, wow. We're holding support right there. Why would I watch that level? Look at all that previous resistance there and there, right? Next level on this one is going to be right here in these 380s. That's the next level of resistance. If we can hold the 360 zone, I mean, you got room to like $4, $384, and then over that, you really have some room here. You can get into 410s all the way to 430s, 440s. So that's what I would watch on BWEN. LIPO, another one here on watch this morning. This one I'm watching the 440 to 480 area. Reason being, there's your 440. And here's your 480s. So those are the two levels I'd be watching for support. Right now, we're actually, we were just temporarily above that in the 550s here. It must have squeezed extra there right before the bell. So, if you can get back up over that level, 560s, and watch that hold support. But right now, it's not looking the best. Looking like it wants to drop into those 480s. And then Tesla, last but not least, of course, just watching these 123.50s. I expect them to hold resistance. And we can see Tesla drop back underneath 120. This provided the SPY just finds a resistance here early on and maybe sells off a little bit. If Tesla does break up and over the 123.50s, I think at that point is when you have some room here and you could get yourself up here towards 128. All right, so that's what I would be watching on these names this morning. Now, let's hop back on over here. Take a look at what's going on in the futures. And here, I mean, I would just be, oh no, I didn't save my crosshairs. Let me put my crosshairs back on here. Come on, I did it so easily yesterday. Man, those crosshairs are, oh, here we go. Those crosshairs. There we go. Okay, so I'm watching here on the futures, 74, 39.74 on the ES. We can break up and over that level and start to hold the support. I mean, we could get squeezy here. We could see, we could see 46s and even the 80s, really. Double top back here on the 80s. So That'd be the levels I'd watch for the long side. However, for the short side, if we can't get up and over the 50s here and hold, then I'd watch for a drop that could take us back down here to like 3,900, 50-point drop. So that's what I'll be watching there on the futures. God, why does it look so fuzzy? Are you guys seeing this the stream crisp, or is it fuzzy? Let me know if you guys are seeing the stream crisp, or if it shows up a little fuzzy and it's okay? Okay. Looks clear? Okay, so it's just on my laptop. I monitor on my laptop, but I stream off of my big computer, my trading computer. So, all right, cool beans. Let's see what happens, guys. Here's the open on the ES. So far, nothing. Just chopping around. Guys, do me a favor. Share the stream with your social media if you don't mind. Let people know what we're out here doing. We're out here doing the good work, not the pump fests and not the furu stuff. Look, I'm not even wearing my Rolex. It's funny. The other day I was thinking about it. I was like, I think people don't think I have nice things. I was like, I think people don't think I have nice things. I have nice things. I got the Rolex. I got the nice guns. I got the house on the water with the boat on the boat lift. I got the investment properties. I want more of them. Like, I got nice things. I just don't flaunt them online. The cars are old. 2015 Tahoe LTZ and a 2005 Silverado 2500 HD diesel. Those are old. Yeah, every once in a while, the beast, that's like me all the time. I'm kind of like filter it down for social media, so not to get political and stuff, on social. But yeah, this morning my daughter walks into the room here and she sees the Disney credit card on my desk. Daughter's 3 years old. She looks at it. She's like, "Hey, what's that?" She says in Spanish. She's actually talking a lot of English lately. She's actually bilingual already, really. Starting to get that move there on the ES. She asked what it was, and I told her, oh, it's a very important card for Bobby. Take it to mom and tell her to put it in his wallet for him, please. She's like, okay. She takes it. My wife's like, "Whoa, what were you doing with the Disney credit card?" It's like, I bought a new gun. And she just pauses, and then she just starts giggling because she realized I used the Disney card for it. So I tweeted that out. The bang bang stick, the pew pew. Guys, Tesla threw VWAP there, testing the highs of 122.50 area. Guys, Tesla right through the highs there. ES really, really stuck right there. It's struggling, but it looks like it's going to want to break through at 75 zone. It really looks like it wants to break through that. Let me show you Tesla real quick here. Look at that nice push through VWAP. Got that nice push through VWAP. The only thing concerning right now is the volume isn't increasing. you want to start to see that volume do this. If we're going to push higher and hold. You see that's what you want to see. You want to see this volume increase as we extend higher. Starting to see that a little bit going on here. There we go. Volume is starting to increase. ES with a quick push there. Coming on back down though. SPY with a push to 92.75. We're starting to get a little pullback maybe here to 60. But the reality is we're so close to that resistance zone. It's tough to get long there. I mean, I'd need a pullback to like 54 to feel comfortable based off of this 30-minute chart. Let me show you the 30-minute real quick. See, back here, we had these previous little tops that could show up as support now. But like I said, I kind of expect today to be challenging like yesterday was. You know, it's better to stick and move type of effect. So far, nice green week. Really looking forward to tomorrow though. Starting to get that little pullback there into 60 we talked about. But really 54, 55 is the area. Show you the SPY starting to pull back a little bit into that VWAP zone. I think you're gonna get like these little pops like yesterday. Getting yourself a little bit of a bull flag set up here on the SPY. Just watching and waiting, guys. There we go. Getting a little push there to 65 area. Now you're starting to get that extension. You got the breakout of the bull flag on the SPY. You switch that over to a daily chart. We got room here on the SPY till 93. What is this? 93.70s. See, that's what I was talking about. You see, you got that pop from 60 to 66 and change, came right back down a little bit. Not that it's coming back down and it's going to stay down there, right? But the fact that you're not getting those big 10-point candles. You're not getting that now. I don't think we start getting that until tomorrow. And it's a good 6-point candle. You guys seeing anything else out there? Let's check in real quick on the equities. NVST looks like a huge move, but it's really not that big. It's about $1 move. INVH, similar. All right, so LIPO, this is the one we had talked about. Remember the daily chart, what it looks like? That one. So that's the one we were talking about. It's found resistance now at that line we drew out where we were looking for support. You can see now resistance right there. So this could spell trouble for this. It could give you a drop back into the 480s. BWEN, you would think it doesn't look good, but the reality is you got yourself a bit of a bull flag setup happening here. If you start to break up over VWAP, you could get up here towards the high of day rather quickly, and that would be the first take profit zone if you break out of that bull flag. Tesla struggling, trying to give you a double bottom setup here right off that 9 EMA. Let's see if we got the 23.6 fib, well, a fib level. I don't really have any that are that would be used here. So no fib level, but you are starting to get a little bit of a double bottom setup here. If the SPY can hold up, which it is holding up, that could give you a setup on Tesla. If we hop back on over to the ES, like we said, see, chop. No extension move, right? You had, boom, quick little open, sideways, bang. Now we're back down here again. We're still chopping around a little bit. Finding some resistance here at 65. That's the level we talked about. Kind of flagging there on the ES a little bit. If we break out of that flag, we got room here, man. We could get into those 70s. We broke out of the flag a little bit and then we came back down. That's not a good sign. When you get that breakout, you want to see that volume increase and you want to see that extension. Yeah, you see what I'm talking about? You see what I'm talking about? You're not getting those breakouts. Look at that. Are you kidding me? Today's just not, it's like yesterday. This is the same action we saw yesterday. You saw that, the beast? This is the same action we saw yesterday, guys. The same thing. This is why it's important to curve expectations, to manage expectations. You can't come into every day, and I see people out there sometimes tell you these things. You can't come out here every day with a specific monetary goal, right? A profit goal, and think you're going to make that goal every single day. It's not how this works, man. It's not how this works. You can't get into a position just because you got into a position and say, oh, I'm going to nab 15 points. I'm going to nab 25 points on this because that's what I do. That's not how this works, bro. That's just not how this works. No trades for me either, man. Not yet. That's how you get chopped up into oblivion. Exactly. That's how you get chopped up into oblivion. It really is. Look, you would have bought that break out there a little bit, and then boom, you'd either be stopped out when we broke back inside the flag, proper stop loss placement on a flag breakout, or you'd be in it now and be like, what do I do? Should I add here? Where's my new stop? What is it going to be under 60? Or should it be down here underneath 58? What should I do? And then you're like sitting uncomfortable in your chair. It's not the market for it, man. I mean, right now, maybe we break out right now because that's the kind of market we've been in the last couple days. You know, you get the false breakout, a quick flush, and then a random spike on up. You're not getting the clean setups. And when you're not getting the clean setups, the best thing a trader can do is sit on their hands and wait. You know, one thing I noticed in my trading over the last couple of years is, and maybe you've even seen it on some of my posts, you'll see, right? Because I don't post P&Ls that much. I post them every so often. But you'll see a trend. You'll see like, boom, $3,000 a day, $1,000 a day, $500 a day. Oh, he only made a couple hundred. Oh, red. Oh, red again, small red. Oh, smaller red, bang again. Because markets move that way. Markets move that way. So the opportunity isn't there. The opportunity could be there for your setups, maybe 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, even 10 days in a row. It can happen. I've had great streaks. I've had green streaks that have lasted, I don't know, like 12, 15 days. But then those setups either stop working, go away altogether, or start working much smaller, stuff like that. And then before you know it, you're going red now. If you don't know how to manage expectations going into that, your reds, those red days can be gargantuan. They can be account crushing. Look at the dump. You see what I'm saying? Bro, I literally took my time to get on my phone here and reply to a text message to a friend because I knew that we were not going to make a big move here. I didn't know we were going to get a little dump like that. You know, that could have been a shortable little dump. It's not a setup I'd go after, but you could have scalped it. It's just not there, man. It's not there. Yeah, algo pops aren't worth it. You're absolutely right. Absolutely right. I'm thinking Tesla must have broken the low of day, to be honest. Oh, no. Look at that. It held really good, man. Tesla held really, really well. That double bottom held really well on Tesla. All right, let's go take a quick look at the equities again and see what's going on out there. LiPo with another move, guys. Remember we talked about that. We talked about if that level broke up again. And there you go. Boom. Halted, resumed here. It's testing that $6 range. If we hop on over to the daily chart, guys, we have plenty of room here. Plenty of room. Plenty of room. Like the next resistance zone really isn't until 625. And that should be rather minor. Keep eyes on this LiPo if you're trading equities as well. Look, what did we talk about, guys? What did we talk about with BWEN? We talked about that bull flag. And earlier we talked about the bull flag breakout, right? You want to see an increase in volume. While the volume is still smaller, you did see an increase in volume when you broke out, right? We're consolidating here. You know what? We're going to get rid of all this. We were consolidating, right? Here's your flag pattern that we talked about. While we were flagging, we consolidated in there, obviously, and we decreased volume. We broke out of the flag and we increased volume. Boom. Volume lesson. There you go. That's what you want to see. That's what a nice move on BWEN. I bet you a lot of traders were looking at this before this happened. They were like, oh, this is not doing much. It's pulling back. It's looking weak. And we saw it. We saw the flag. Where's the flag? Guys, there's your flag. Boom. There's your flag. And you broke out. That was a really nice move. Really nice move there. ES not doing much. ES not doing much. I'm not in a trade, as you can see. That's my chart there that I look at while I'm in my trades. Trades populate on the chart, and I put out my profit targets by right-clicking on the chart. I really enjoy that, honestly. It's so much easier than anything else. Putting out the orders right on the chart. It's way easier. Here's where you could get away with scalping, like the 2000 tick chart, which I don't do. Here's where you could get away with that. You can get away with that action here. Looking like the ES wants to get down there towards 53 to 50. I would say 50, but you could easily just turn around at 53. Your 30-minute chart has a crazy candle. Look at that candle. Are you kidding me? That candle's about to close and it's nasty. Really ugly candle. That candle closes here pretty soon. Apple's still struggling. ES kind of like doing a little bear flag dance here, but man, this is the same as yesterday. You guys remember yesterday morning we had the same action. We had that little move like this, and out of nowhere you got a pop right above it. It pushed to the highs, made a little run. Just chop, man. I'm not gonna partake in it. I think we can easily come back down here to like 52 to 50, but I mean, I'd rather trade BWEN, to be honest. I'd rather just trade BWEN. I'd watch I'd watch this level right here for possible support. I'd watch that level there for possible support. So far, ES just trading sideways here on the bottom of this consolidation in front of 55. I think 55 probably breaks. We get down there to 50. Watching BWEN. Oh, wait. You can't see BWEN. Watching BWEN here for a pullback into this zone. See if it holds support. Cast my circle out a little bit further. See if it holds support on a little calm pullback. So far, we're getting that nice relaxed volume. Exactly what you want to see. And still keeping eyes on the ES, even though the ES is not looking like it's going to be a comfortable trade today. Oh my God. Guys, if ES breaks 61, I mean, you could probably get a nice run there towards 65, 64, 67 even, obviously. But it's going to need a nice clean break of that. Starting to get it now here a little bit. I would step my stop under 60, to be honest. But it's just the chop, man. I don't like I want to trade. This is the problem with streaming. Like I want to trade it to get a trade in here. But this is not where I have my edge. I don't like this. This is not the setup I would look for. So I'm not gonna I can't put myself in that position. That's the problem sometimes we have when we stream. You know? Like I don't want people to be like, oh, does this guy even trade? Yeah, my tons of live trades on my freaking YouTube channel. But I can't put myself in a trade just for the sake of putting myself in a trade. The Beast, you seeing anything out there? Other than BWEN? Because the ES ain't playing nice, man. That 30-minute chart looks nasty. Looks untradeable, honestly. Anybody else? Yawn? Wait. I got one for you, Beast. There you go. Watching paint dry, Beast. We might as well just put that up there, right? We might as well put that up there. You're going to get the little move there now on the ES. Yo, Richard. Yeah, man, I'm the same, but it's not even, you're not even getting those moves, man. Look at this thing today. Look at the ES. It's just so whack, man. It's just so choppy. Like, I'd rather wait for it to get up there and test 75. Maybe we can get a little scalp short off of that. See right here. Right up here, you got that 74, 75 area on the ES. Maybe we get up there, you know, definitely possible short up there. But right now, it's just in this nasty, ugly, choppy range. Look at this. The only run up yesterday that was clean. Yeah, tomorrow we got CPI data, so we probably get a move tomorrow. We probably get a nice move tomorrow. And then next week, like you're saying, yep. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking tomorrow, nice move, Friday, maybe a little bit of a consolidate, maybe a little extension off that, whatever move that is, either short side or long side, and then consolidation. And then next week, we start to open up again in one direction or the other. That's what I'm thinking. Until then, keeping it small and being super selective. I might not even get a trade today, to be honest. I wouldn't even be surprised in that trade today. At least not futures. Still watching BWEN. I was hoping we get a little bit deeper of a pullback there. Oh, there it goes. Guys, if you got long this thing at any point in time, my idea was first take profit up here. I don't like that stuff. It just got stuffed on that attempt towards the highs. But, you know, it's still valid. I would hold my stop. Yeah, just under that 390 area. So you got to size in accordingly. Oh, thank you, Beast. There you go. I just drew it out, so it's there on the screen. My protein cup is green, like the background, like our PNLs. Yeah, man, I don't blame you. It's protein. What the hell is it gonna be? It's strawberry protein, like strawberry or chocolate. 30 grams. 30 grams of protein in this one. Don't ask me what brand it is. I don't remember. I think it's Muscle Tech brand. I don't know exactly which protein it was though. See the chop, guys? Bro, you have to be able to recognize when these chops fests are here so you can sit on your hands. I can't emphasize that enough for newer traders. Hey, if your phone ever stops vibrating because you have it on silent and it just stops working, like vibrating, and your settings are set to actually vibrate, then just turn it off and on. It should come back to life. I did that yesterday. All day long, I missed a bunch of calls. All right, guys. So BWEN not looking as good anymore. Still keeping an eye on it. Still keep looking at the ES, but don't see myself trading ES today. It's really all I've traded all week, but I'm not looking. It's not looking like something I want to trade today, to be honest. So that 30-minute chart, you know, the 30-minute chart kind of looks like a bit of a cup and handle pattern. It's just an ugly one, but it's there. Keep an eye on it for tomorrow. BWN really dying off. LiPo as well. Oh, guys, there it was. Remember we talked about the double bottom on Tesla? What? Amazing. We said if it breaks 123.50s, watch for a move to 128. Should have been focused on Tesla instead of everything else, man. $125 to 126 would be the first, well, the next take profit, because your first take would have been up here in front of that 123.50 zone. Man, should have been in on Tesla. Focused on the chop fest that is the ES. Missed out on Tesla. Hope somebody caught it. Yeah, still not producing much of anything. Tesla with that nice run up. Like I said, we should have just been in on Tesla instead of focusing on the ES. Thankfully, no harm, no foul in the sense that the P&L is at 0 today. So far, no trades. Tesla, BWM would have been the best trades, to be honest. This bull flag breakout that we talked about early on in the morning, that would have been the #1 trade, followed by that nice run up on Tesla's double bottom. That double bottom on Tesla was sweet. Should have been in on that. And should have been in on BWN and Tesla. But the hocus pocus from the ES had me off, you know, focused on it. It is what it is. You guys watching anything else other than BWN, Tesla, and the ES? You guys watching anything else? On Tesla, the next thing to watch would be maybe a pullback here into this 123.50. That's that level we talked about on the daily that's lining up now with the 9 EMA zone. We can see if we have a fib level in play there. We do. We have the 23.6 fib level. It's starting to play a role in that zone. If it extends too much, then that area is won't be there for us. Not lined up like that. I like to have multiple indicators lining up in one zone. For me, when I trade futures, I don't really use indicators much. I just use support and resistance. And then patterns, of course. Wow, Tesla really squeezing now, guys. Meanwhile, look at the dud that's been the ES today. What are your thoughts on JesseW? Nothing good, to be honest. It looks like the ES today, just a chop fest. Yeah, nothing good. I wouldn't touch this with the 10-foot pole. I mean, can you trade it and make some money on a trade? Yeah. But this thing, look at, you know, so many bag holders in this thing right now that I'll put it to you like this. Okay, watch. Look at these big run-ups, right? Look at the volume profile on these big run-ups. Those are increases in volume, right? Look at these two, I mean, not these two, these 5 run-ups, right? Look at the increase in volume on these run-ups. Really big increases in volume, right? Look how much volume it took to make this stock move that much, and it didn't go anywhere. Why? Because it's full of bag holders. So any of these pops, any of these gap ups, they automatically get sold into by all the bag holders that are like, oh my God, let me out of this thing. So, you know, in order to get a big move on this thing, it's going to take a world of volume, and it's going to take time to get all these bag holders out of it. But yeah, this is one of those Wall Street bet pump and dumps. I mean, you can make money on them. Just got to know what you're trading, you know? Ah, look. Okay, see? Sorry to hear that, man. Hopefully, let me see. Oh, man. Can this thing get to $3? Yeah, absolutely it can. Right? It could. It could get to $3. Now, if you ask me, if it were me and it was my money, I would set a stop right now. I would say, okay, this is going to be my stop. Right? For example, this is going to be my stop. If we break underneath that, I'm out of this thing. I'm going to put that money to work somewhere else and get it out of this. That would be something that I would do personally. For example, as an example. Now, a week from now, 2 weeks from now, 6 months from now, could this thing be here? Yeah. Could it be here? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Now, one has to ask themselves, what's more likely, especially in current conditions? I think it's more likely to get back down there than get up there. Now, Wall Street bets could pump the crap out of it a week from now, and we could be up at $4. Right? So just be careful. Nope, my pleasure. Totally my pleasure, Benny. Whoops. Switch this back to a 3-minute. Tesla's still squeezing, guys. No pullback on Tesla. I was watching for that pullback to that level I talked about to see if we can get that bounce there, right? A pullback into 123.50, show that it's now support. Let's make a run towards 128. We didn't get it, so no trade for me there either. You can watch the secondary setup on the 9 AMA. It's lining up with the 23.6 fib right now. If you get a pullback into that zone, could be scalpable. Wow, guys, it's already almost 10:30. That's crazy. Time has really started to move here, and we're not really seeing much outside of Tesla. ES super boring, super range bound, and I told you guys before the bell even rang. That's what I expected today out of the SPY, out of the ES, ahead of CPI data tomorrow. So we'll see. What was I gonna do? I was gonna look up something real quick. Completely forgot what it was. Let's go check it on BWN. BWN pulled all the way back. Remember I told you about this, that attempt that got stuffed? There you go. Got ugly. And if we can continue to hold this level, just above $4, could squeeze. LiPo's just consolidating sideways. Look at the 15-minute chart on this thing. It's wild. Tesla's by far the best looker. BBBY making a move. Yeah. Yeah. Nice move. Wow. You want to see it hold above $3 here. It's $2.95 at least. This thing should be getting tired soon. Oh, wow, this is a big level. And we're creeping up to a bigger level up here. And we're creeping up to a big level right there. Right in the 340s. If it gets up into those 340s, it could get pretty dicey there. Watching Tesla for that pullback here into this 124.30 area, 124.40. ES creeping its way back to 64. So far, no trades for me. Just still sitting here and watching, man. It's just been a chop fest, and I don't like to get involved in chop. Tesla starting to pull back a little bit there. Let's see if we can get that 23.6 fib 90 MA pullback for a scalp. There you go. You're getting that little move on the ES now. If it does break the highs here, I mean, you could get up into 73, 74 area. Or you could just keep doing that whole S. There you go. The chop continues. Tesla getting down into that 9 AMA zone. Might take a stab at it. Gonna keep it on watch here. Watching those 128 calls, their 13th expiration, I'd hold my, I'm not in them. Not yet anyways. I'd hold my stop just underneath that level there, just underneath that 9 AMA. I'd be a scalp play, if anything. Tesla's been on a big run up. I don't know how much more it could have in the tank though. That ES chop is just disgusting. Oops. Lost my visual on those options. So far, no bounce off that 9 AMA. Still watching. Bro, it's going to get cold this weekend here in South Florida. I think it's either Saturday or Sunday. The low is going to be 39 degrees. What? How is that even a thing down here, bro? I don't know. It's crazy to me. People talking about global warming. Well, they don't call it that anymore. They call it climate change now. Like, climate doesn't change all the damn time. Like, it's something new. I don't remember a consistent basis where we had 30s and 40s in South Florida in the wintertime on a yearly basis. On a yearly basis. And we're getting that on a yearly basis now. It's crazy. There's a breakdown underneath the 9 AMA on Tesla. So no trade there for me. Those options went from 204 to 194, which was the last trade here. No trade there for me yet. Just keeping it on watch in case it wants to claim the 9 AMA again. Otherwise, guys, it might just be a no trade day. I haven't had a no trade day in a while. I took a few days off there at the end of the year, but I mean, prior to that, I hadn't really had a no trade day in a while. There we go. The chop fest continues on the ES. Tesla pulling back underneath VWAP. SPY just chopping around. BWEN trading sideways here above VWAP. LiPo just trading sideways. BBY continuing to squeeze. Good volume increases on the squeeze higher. Good volume. No real setup came about here outside of maybe, you know, looking at that nice bull flag you had here on the gap up. That was the one and only setup I've seen here. We're reaching a very tough level. Previous support zone. All right, that's it. You see that line that's there? We're going to turn this into a daily chart. Leave that line right there. Scroll back. Boom. This was a big support zone right before that lunar launch. And now we're right at it. Let's see how it behaves there. I bet you're going to see a pile of shorts start to jump back in there or average into that position in front of that zone. If it does get up and over that level, watch out. Benny, you're in Rhode Island. It's 29 degrees there right now. Bro, that's ridiculous. This morning I woke up and it felt cold here. I was like, what the hell's going on? Why does it feel so cold? And right now it's not bad at all. Right now it's 67, so that's pretty cool. It's nice. Like, I like 70s and 80s, to be honest. Like low 80s and the 70s, I like that. When we get into the 90s, it's hot, but man, I'll take hot over snow any day. So, but yeah. Let me see here. Sunday, 39 degrees. How, bro? Like, how? Today's low was in the 49. Tomorrow, 50s. Friday, 50s. Saturday, 40s. Sunday, 39. Then Monday, we get back into the 50s. And then Wednesday, we finally get into the 60s for the low. Guys, the line we drew on BBBY, I told you, look that level for shorts. There you go. Look at that rejection off that level. Meanwhile, ES continuing to just chop around. ES has been stuck trading just above 50 and with 65 resistance. That's a 15-point range. Give or take, really, it's less than 15 points because we're not tapping 50. And it's just super, super, super tight. Super tight, super choppy, super annoying, to be honest. That's why no trades for me so far this morning. I missed Tesla, and there has been 0 trades for me on ES. I mean, like I said, if you scalped the 2000 tick chart, you probably had some scalpable little setups there where you can nab 2-3 points here and there. That's not my style of trading on the ES. So nothing there for me. I missed out on Tesla. Big time. I was so focused on the ES that when we talked about this double bottom, we were literally right here. We talked about this double bottom. We said, watch for a VWAP break and extension. We got it. And we got the 9 AMA VWAP cross to the upside. And Tesla just blew up. It just blew up. Now we're trying to find some support here at that 123.50 line we had drawn. We're testing it. We'll see if that can hold support. I feel like it won't. I think we got to get back down here towards VWAP. And then we come over here, look at the scans. Leaders, BWEN, holding up. That one's holding up decent. LiPo, okay. BBBY, nasty rejection off that 340s that we talked about. Not much on anything else. And the bigger names, Tesla, the leader, you, Pins, Amazon, Roblox. Tesla definitely the cleanest looker. And then the SPY just chopping around, doing its SPY thing today. Guys, do me a quick solid. Hit that like button for me. It really helps out tremendously with the YouTube algorithm. Just started doing this stream on Monday of this week. I want to go ahead and continue extending this out and just do them every day, Monday through Friday, and see how it goes, see how it grows. I've been trading for, man, I don't even know how many years now, probably like 6. But what I want, like the last month or so, I've been trading without being on YouTube, and my trading didn't change. It's neither here nor there regarding how well I do, whether I'm on YouTube or not. But what I did notice was that I got so much more free time if I'm not on YouTube. So I want to test this out. I want to see if we can grow the stream and make it worthwhile, you know, make it worthwhile. Because the reality is, typically by this time, if I've already taken a couple trades and I'm good to go on the day and I don't have any expectations of afternoon moves, I'm done. Like, I'm done with trading for the day, right? But when I'm streaming, I stay here for longer. I stay here until 11 or so. So sometimes I'll even just take, you know, I'll trade like the first hour of the day and then I'm gone. Like, I'll be like, all right, I'll grab my kid and my wife. I'm like, let's go somewhere. So I really want to see how this pans out, the whole streaming thing. Because I've never streamed. I've streamed on my channel, but pre-market months ago, last year. But I haven't really streamed like this throughout the actual trading day. I've done that when I had when we would do the streaming on the Discord, but we decided to just do it all free now. The only thing that's not free, obviously, is the courses. But I'm streaming for free on YouTube, so it's just an interesting thing that I want to test out and see if it grows or not. But I definitely can't grow without you guys. So thank you very much for hitting the like button. Believe it or not, it helps with the YouTube algo. So far, guys, ES, exactly what we thought. Chopping around. SPY, chopping around. Tomorrow when we get that CPI data, I think that's when we start to get our move. Tesla, I told you I expect it to break underneath 123.50, work its way towards VWAP. There it is. We'll see now if VWAP can hold. BWEN, still trading sideways. I think BWEN has really good potential for a squeeze. I think it really does. It's just going to need, some volume. I bet you if we turn this into a 15-minute chart, it's going to look like a nice flag. There it is. You know, we just need some good volume on this one to bring it back to life. Like we need to start getting something like that, right? Like you need to start getting something like this to happen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with volume that starts to look kind of like that. Come on, let me draw. You need to start getting something like that. That's what you need. If that happens, this thing can get really, really crazy. If not, you'll probably see it break down, because what you don't want to see is you don't want to see this just sit at that support, because it'll get lazy and crack. You know, if you just sit there at that support, you're more than likely to get this to happen. Match Player OK says, I hope it grows. I enjoy it. Man, I enjoy hanging out with you guys. So yeah, I hope it grows too. Thank you. Bob D says, can you explain why you use the 3-minute time frame? Well, it's like anything. I don't use just 3-minute time frame. I use primarily, whether I'm trading futures or stocks, I use the 3-minute, the 15-minute, and the daily. Now I do toggle the 15-minute depending what time of day it is, or what I want to look at, between 30-minute to an hourly chart. And I can toggle the daily chart to a weekly chart if I need to look further back. But for the most part, all right, the grand majority of time, I'm using the 3-minute, the 15-minute, and the daily chart, those 3 charts. For example, off camera here on the side where I have my streaming software and then my broker, I have a 3-minute chart here, a 30-minute chart up. Oh, you can't see my hand, huh? 3-minute chart here, and then up here, 30-minute and a daily. Now, at 30-minute, like I said, I toggle it back and forward between 15, 30, and hourly. Now, the reason why I use a 3-minute chart instead of what you might see more often than not on YouTube, a 1-minute chart, is because I think 1-minute charts are more suitable for scalpers. I was trained on 3-minute charts. All right. So I traded initially when I started trading years ago. I traded on the 1-minute chart. I tried to scalp. It's not for me. It doesn't work for me. Not something I like to do. I'll scalp something like the ES, or I'll scalp something like Tesla real quick, but it's not my go-to style. I'd rather trade a pattern. Like, for example, I don't know if I have a screenshot of that nice trade we took on Monday. All right, I don't know, but I'll use this for example. What is this crap? Wait a second, we're getting bombarded here. By some spammer. All right. Okay, got rid of the spammer. Okay, so let me make sure you can see this chart. Okay, cool. So I rather trade patterns, right? So, or setups. Here we have a VWAP break to the upside. We begin to hold that level as support. I'd get long in here with a stop just underneath that consolidation. First take profit will be up in front of the high of day. Follow-up take profits would be based off of the daily chart, resistance, support levels, etc. Okay, so that's how I trade. I trade patterns and I trade chart setups. So patterns being head and shoulders, bull flag, right? Bear flag, cup and handle, etc. So I rather wait for the 3-minute chart, which gives me a nice in between, like 1 minute and 5 minutes. Gives me that nice in between there, right? And it allows for more time for the pattern to develop. You're gonna get too many false breakouts, too many false breakdowns on a 1 minute chart because you're just getting constant bang, 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 bang every single minute. I don't want to deal with that. I'd rather wait and give it time to develop a pattern, give it time to develop that bull flag, give it time to develop that cup and handle, etc. And that's why I trade on the 3 minute. But I do my analysis on bigger time frames. Hope that answers that. If not, if you need more clarity or got another question, throw it up in chat. Okay, so back to what I was saying here on BWEN. If this thing does not get off this support zone soon and pushes, I think we just crack. So just be careful with that. LiPo not doing anything. Tesla had made it down to VWAP. Now it's starting to get a little bounce off that zone. SPY just trading sideways here. And of course, we're still watching the ES there chopping around. It is chopping. Double top SPY breakdown. Yeah. It's a double top. But the thing is that I'm not expecting, I mean, maybe later in the day we could get back down here. I'm not expecting a big move in either direction. This is not a big move either. I'm just expecting chop. Like I wouldn't be surprised if we get down here, but instead of it being something clean, right? Instead of it being something like this, I don't think we're gonna get anything like that. I think we're just gonna chop, and then grind. Very annoyingly, not a clean setup, you know? It's similar to what happened yesterday. I'm trying to figure out how to remove these messages from that spammer from earlier. Yeah, definitely not expecting clean. Not yesterday we weren't expecting it. Today we weren't expecting it. Tomorrow I will expect cleaner setups. Yeah, yesterday was bad, but today's even worse. Today's even worse. That's what got me, because I was focused, thinking that we might get a little extension in either direction, something small, nothing big. Maybe a little 10-point move to the upside, a little 10-point move to the downside, but that was clean. I thought maybe we'd get at least one of those in the morning, so I was focused on that, and it cost me. I mean, not I didn't take a trade, so it didn't cost me a P&L wise. It cost me opportunity wise, because I missed out on the double bottom on Tesla. I talked about it before it happened, and I missed out on it. Okay, I guess all the messages are deleted. See, now I didn't go after Tesla here for that VWAP bounce because the SPY's acting so weak. I mean, we could easily crack down here, right? And then get into that gap. So I can't go Tesla long because of that. But I can't go SPY short or ES short because we're in front of that support zone we've bounced off of a couple times now. So it's better just sit and watch. If it happens and goes, it's going to go without me. It's perfectly fine. Part of trading. Guys, in the meanwhile, don't hesitate to throw out any questions out there. While we sit here and watch this chop fest. You know what? Let's have a little fun here. Let's do a poll. Do you have any long-term holds? I absolutely have long-term holds. I absolutely invest long-term. I have my Roth IRA, which was a regular IRA that I converted into a Roth. My wife has one. So there we invest in a mutual fund with Vanguard, and then some single stock picks. I have, what do I have, man? Okay, so we got Disney, we got AMD, we have, trying to remember what we have there. And we have some SoFi, some Palantir, freaking Palantir. The SPY, obviously. I think that's about it. I think that's about it. Oh, Apple. That's some Apple. And then in the taxable long-term account, we got Google, Apple. No, not Apple. We got Google, Amazon, SoFi, Palantir. I think it's either VOO. I think it's VOO. VOO, which is Vanguard ETF that tracks the S&P. Have that. Oh yeah, we also have Tesla and the Roths. I think that's it. And then real estate. Couple properties apart from our home, obviously. Got one in the Keys on the in the front of the Keys on the water, and then have another rental nearby. Working on another one, trying to get another deal, but real estate needs a deeper pullback. It's too expensive now. So yeah, that's a little rough estimate there on my long-term investments. So yeah, guys, I put up a poll there. I put up a poll there. Yeah, my pleasure. Yeah, the reason I started the channel, honestly, a few years back was simply because I saw there's a huge lack of like financial literacy in the world. And I'm not Warren Buffett, right? I'm not worth either 10, 20 million dollars. My net worth is above a million, well above a million. But the point was that I kind of ran out of people to talk to about this stuff near me, especially those interested in it. So I was like, you know what? I'll just start a channel. I'll start a YouTube channel. We'll talk about investing. We'll talk about trading. We'll talk about spending less than you make, you know, living below your means, whatnot, that type of stuff. Yeah, man. Well, I mean, a year and a half, Benny, is still new. I think most of us, when we first started off trading, we found exactly who you mentioned. That's how I ended up trying to scalp 1 minute charts. Uh, I have a video. I'm pretty sure, you know what? It's an old video. It's an old video, but I'll post it up here real quick for you guys. I have nearly like 1,000 videos on YouTube. It's crazy. The fact that you already replied that based off of what I just said and Benny's comment, you already watched it. You already watched it. There's the link. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. I think it's much more usable for new traders, especially. And then once you grasp it and are able to implement it, it just translates. You know why? Because it's traditional day trading. That's all it is. No one freaking talks about it almost on YouTube. I think there's only like a handful of people that talk about traditional day trading, and honestly, none of us get the exposure that we deserve or earn based off of that because it's not flashy. It's like I was telling guys early on in the stream today. I don't even know how we ended up in that conversation. I was like, oh, I don't have a Rolex on, but I own a Rolex, and there's videos where I do have it on, and I have an Omega, and just recently I sold a Brentling that I had, and the only reason I sold it was because I barely used it anymore, and I wanted to just grab that cash since the watch price, the used market for watches, bro, it was up there. Like, you know what? I'm gonna get rid of this one, and I'm gonna just stash this money for the next Rolex. Like, I was like, I got nice stuff. Could I go out there and buy a Lambo right now? Dude, I could. I could literally go buy one. Like, I priced them out the other day. I tweeted about it. I don't want to do that. I just want to buy another rental property. But I was like, I'm not out here flashing the bling and the money and like the lifestyle. Like, I spent all summer down in the Florida Keys at our other house on the water. And I mean, I did a few videos, a couple videos from there. I did a bunch of YouTube shorts from the dock. But I don't know, man. Maybe it's my fault. Maybe I should get flashy on YouTube, freaking get the views in. I'd rather just come out with good content that has actual education. Most people don't want that, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, man. I've tried everything on YouTube. The one thing I can't do is be fake. And it's like on YouTube, being fake is what wins, which is ridiculous to me. It's just outlandish. Like being fake on YouTube is what wins. I can't bring myself to being fake. I just can't sleep well if I do that. I guess my parents raised me well. Damn it. You know, matched player okay, that's literally what my business partner, co-founder of the DTC, the daytraderchatroom.com, that's our site. I haven't even plugged it in this whole stream. It's gonna kill me. That's what he tells me. That's literally what he tells me. And he's like, bro, you're too humble. You gotta be more flashy. And I'm like, bro, but I just can't. I can't freaking do it. Every once in a while, like, because I like watches, right? So like if another watch nerd starts typing about watches on here, I'm gonna start talking about watches, right? And I might even run to the room real quick and grab one or two and bring them over here. But outside of that, I don't know. Yeah, Benny. I mean, that's the only thing I can do. It's like the only thing I can do. I can't do it any other way, man. I've tried to even convince myself to do it the other way and get flashy on YouTube. I can't. You know, another thing I don't do much? Here, I'll show you real quick here. Let me switch the camera or whatever you want the scene. So what I have now here is every once in a while, when I'm in a live trade, you'll see that screen. And you'll see my trade live, right? You'll see the size of the trade because this is my futures account. You'll see how many contracts I have on, etc. And you can kind of, if you want to, guesstimate my P&L on it, right? But and I won't say I won't do it in the future. I've done it in the past. You know, put up a video. Oh, I made $3,000 today. Oh, I made $1,500 today, etc. Stuff like that. But the whole thing of doing that on a consistent basis, I don't like that, and I'll tell you why. What difference does it make for you if today I make $150, $1,500, or $5,000? It makes zero difference in your P&L. Like, I don't understand why. I mean, I get why new traders are infatuated by that, right? But it doesn't make a difference to your P&L. What matters is if the person on this side of the camera is putting content, educational content, that has value in it. Like if you are learning something and it's making you a better trader, then that's all that matters. Who gives a crap how much money I made today? I made $0 today, by the way, right? Like if you go, I've posted a couple of shots on the community section, the community tab of YouTube, where you'll see my P&L and you'll see my orders and whatnot. What the hell difference does it make whether I made $3,000 that day? What matters is consistency and if it's making you a better trader. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Off that rant. Oh my God, it's 11:06 already. Absolutely, the percentage is more important. And you know what? We'll leave it on this. The reason why it is more important is because consistency and percentages are what matter, right? Because it's all about risk tolerance. The difference between making $100 a day, making $200 a day, making $500 or $1,000 a day on average, because you're not going to be green every single day. Nobody is. Nobody. I mean, you can have streaks, but you ain't going to be green every single day of the trading year. The difference, right, between those P&Ls is nothing more than risk tolerance. That's all it is. It's risk tolerance. You might find a trader that is perfectly comfortable risking $100 per trade, and the guy makes $200-300 when he's right? And he finishes the year up, I don't know, $50,000 green on the year. It's freaking salary, okay? And then you have some rando that shows you, oh, I made $1,000 today. I made $2,000 today. Look at me, look at me. The guy ends up making on the year $15,000, or worse yet, ends up red. Who's the better trader there, right? Now, if your risk tolerance is higher, you risk and are comfortable risking $500 per trade, and you make $1,000 on a consistent basis. You see what I'm getting at? Now, you might reach a wall, and that's what some people don't understand, and some people don't talk about on social media. You might reach a wall, right, where you're not comfortable risking any more than, I don't know, $100 or $300 per trade. And you're an awesome trader, and you're making money every year, and you're bang, 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 bang. You got your salary down from your trading, but you're just not comfortable risking more than that per trade, because when you do, you trade badly. You see what I'm getting at? People think that strategies have a top only based off of certain parameters within technical analysis or within the stock itself or within whatever your trading vehicle is. But there is another parameter that puts a top on your trading P&L, and that's mental. It's your risk tolerance. And that's something that most people don't talk about on YouTube. You want to know why? It's two reasons why they don't talk about it. And it could be both for some people, and it could be one or the other for others. Number one, talking about risk and risk tolerance and how to manage it is not sexy. It's not. Number two, they don't know about it because they're just gamblers who get lucky often or don't show you their red days. So that's the reality of it. That's the reality of it. Risk tolerance. Your risk per trade is more important than anything else. Drink of water on that. Guys, I'm going to be doing this stream Monday through Friday, 9:15 a.m. We go live. You'll have, when you come in, you'll see like a cool little, here, I'll show you what you'll see. Like when you come in to the stream, you'll see that right there. And then at 9:20, I go live. And I run this stream usually until about 10:40, 11 and change. Right now it's 11:10. And I'm getting ready to call it a morning for myself. Do me a quick solid, hit that like button if you haven't. It really helps out tremendously. Another thing, subscribe to the channel. Where's my counter? You can see the counter there. You see the little counter somewhere up here on the side, all the way that says live sub count. Yeah, subscribe to the channel. And then right now when I get off the stream, I'll automatically generate a new link for tomorrow. And you can click that and then click notify. That way when I go live, you'll get an email directly from YouTube letting you know that I'm live. If you want the free watch list I do every single day, I write it up and Jonal sends it out. Oh, match player, okay, you used to watch pre-market? Nice, cool. Yep, so I'll be here 9:15, 9:20 every single day, Monday through Friday. So, and we'll run this live every morning. We're going to test this out, see how it does. If it does good, then hey, cool beans. If it doesn't do good, then well, at least we give it a try. I'll still be trading regardless whether or not I'm on YouTube. So any questions, don't hesitate to reach out, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in today, hanging out. No trades for me today. CPI data is tomorrow. I think we're going to get clear-cut direction tomorrow after CPI data. So I look forward to trading tomorrow. And I definitely look forward to hanging out with you all tomorrow, all right? Share the link with your friends on social media. Let them know to come on over here and watch the reel. And I will see you all tomorrow.